Good stuff. Hello everyone. Sorry I took a little bit of time. I was eating and one of my cats was meowing like crazy. I'm just washing things down with water, that's all. Anyway. Now, while I was doing certain things, I have to say, I've been thinking that after I get this done, later on I will go back to Honkai and then do a little short streams of Jurassic World Alive and Dragon Ball Legends, and if I can, do the Game of Dice game. Yeah, I know I keep saying I'm gonna do this stuff and all that, and yet I end up coming back to either this game or Honkai. I will have to figure things out. And I decided that my first console game will be Jurassic World Evolution. The reason why is that, one, there's going to be a new update coming up. And it's going to fix a lot of things, including the behaviors of the dinosaurs. So I'm waiting for that before I end up doing the stream on that. Now here's the thing. In that, I'll be in the middle of the game. So, unfortunately, I won't start it from the beginning, but it's okay. Besides, it's tense as it is, because I'm at the nighttime island. But hey, that's my plans for ya. For now, let's continue the story. In fact, I got multiple things to read on this one. I mean, we got 3 extras right here, because I did manage to unlock the extra stuff. It just took me a bit of time. I could have done the reading sooner, but I wanted to get this done first. The 3 right here, and then we ended up dealing with the last bits. But the last bits are a lot longer than expected, so that's the thing. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I forgot to turn on the stream on my PC. May as well, right? So much reading. At least now I can look at the chat. I'll put the thing soon enough. Now then, I'm gonna put links after I do the extra. I already did the Twitter one, but I'm just gonna get these out of the way first. Now, obviously, there's nothing else after the extras. There's no more extras after the final boss, I think. But I don't know for sure. I mean, apparently there's gonna be a bit more after I beat the final boss in the current part of the story, but I don't know when that's gonna be happening, like another part. I don't know. And plus I also had to deal with other types of bosses in that time. I just hope that once I finish this part of the story, I get to do some grinding on my own way, but I'm not going to use any apples at that point. The only time you have to do the apples, according to what I know, is when the next part happens. That's where critical things happen, and that's where you have to use your apples then. Well, yeah. Anyway, it is me, Nobu. So you have finally come, you flattened southern barbarians. What do you eat that makes you so fat, you wicked 4 eyes? Hurry up and tell me. Are you talking to me? What is it? You eat a pile of sugar candy for each meal? Or do you pull grilled mushrooms in your tea? I think I know what she meant. At first I was a little concerned, but then I found out, oh, she's talking about that. Yeah, this is gonna get a little weird. But then again, these extras are always weird. There's some that does get serious though. Please refrain from harassment. I don't think my diet is unbalanced. That unbalanced. This is starting to drag on. Please stop, fake Nobunaga. Doing the full name is tricky. Nobunaga. You're being manipulated by something too, right? I don't think I was talking to you. You, 100% disappointing barbarian peasant. How dare you address me? Return when you can destroy your enemies with an erotic pose, like the southern barbarian there, showing her double melons. That when I read that, then I instantly knew what she was talking about. I was like, oh, that's what she was talking about. What are these melons you talk about? I'm a demi-servant. This definite tone of voice. I feel like we're going to be hearing this all too soon again. Tell me, the Demon King of the Sixth Heaven to act like a magical girl. It's absurd. A performance like that I could do in my spare time while unifying a nation. Q! Nobu! Thank you for coming. It means a lot. Ilya has been growing very steadily lately and is ready to welcome audiences. That's what it meant. I almost said acquaintances, but it's audiences. From all different directions. Keep your hopes up for this ultra-grade school magical girl. Why are you... You don't need to say that. Who are you talking... who are you trying to go up against? Are you trying to rub it in my face? Trying to drag on, eh? I've been a hot pit babe painted on a car before too. Really? Okay. Although it was as a big-headed sprite without the slightest bit of sexiness. Oh, those things. There was like a comic of her event, and it was funny. I read them all. It was funny as hell, as craziness as it was. I hope that in the next event there's gonna be comics like that. I just like comedy mainly. Oh, you were upset about that. Oh, I'm sorry Ruby brought up some painful memories. I shall forgive you. However, this 3-line formation may not. Anti-army Noble Phantasm. Max release. Noble fight. Noble fight. When? Oh, this is one of that was easily avoided by warping in the original, right? It could be painful, but it may not have much effect against our Noble Phantasms. To be honest, there was only one clash of Noble Phantasms in this game, and that was the Excalibur Morgan. I think that's what it's called. Excalibur Morrigan and Mashu's Noble Phantasm before she made it Lord Camelot. But that was in the beginning. There was like a cutscene and everything. It was pretty cool. I just wish they did that more often. However, I have come prepared just in case that would happen. A new Noble Phantasm, a perfect blend of my loyal monkey knowledge and shoot up. I have no idea. Courage. From the noble reversal to a noble attack, I shout. Oh boy, give me a moment. It's the thing I ate a little bit a while ago. It was getting into me. I almost thought I was gonna end up burping for a bit. I think it passed. I didn't do it yet, but just give you a warning, okay? Just in case. And I shall finish you with my noble blaster by throwing you off the cliffs of Uzihana. What am I saying? That spells differently. Oki Hanzama. I don't know. I'll just not attempt to. Doesn't appear there are any plans for a second Noble Phantasm like that. It doesn't sound like the history I studied earlier either. Oh. Is that so? Well, that cannot be helped. Curses! This is not the time for the... Oh boy, I have no idea. Kusu Conference? Monkey and... Oh boy. It's time for some reinforcements, please! I'm glad it's the same Gura Gura. Looking forward to the second event. That's actually what I said. And that's good. It's not far off that the second event is coming. And obviously I'm going to be live streaming that. Anyway. One of these are actually serious. The Land of Snow and Honey Extra. I think it's the first one. Or is it the second one? Either way, we're gonna have to deal with these first before we end up getting to the ending of the Medbee story. This is a funny one, to be honest. Sort of serious, but sort of funny. It's basically half and half. Magical girls are bad civilization. Oh wow, she looks so self-satisfied. Were you also summoned to this reality marble as the magical girl? Fake Altera? That is correct. I am one of those who manifested in this reality marble as a magical girl who was unfulfilled. But I stood out because I was too strong. So I was ganged up and defeated. Well, that's to be expected. I mean, if a foe is way too strong, there may be some people who may have a big threat on their heads and they want to take care of that early on before it becomes a problem. Just saying, out of a strategy standpoint. And then they will end up attacking each other. Okay, let's see now. I see. We need to put an end to this. So, you work for the First Lady? Maybe it's her age. I'll just go for the first part. I don't know about the second part. I don't even know what that means. I'm aware of my servitude to her. It is humiliating, but I cannot deny it. But listen, I stand here by my own free will. Magical girls are bad civilization. They must be destroyed. If you have any rivals in the same season, you must defeat them. When you're over 12, you're automatically fired. Mid-season, you are required to ride a bus or go to the pool. You work Saturday mornings for 10 years straight. No, that's fine. Do you understand? A civilization filled with competition like that will someday collapse. Now that my self-interest as a servant has been shorn away, and I've been reborn with the power of a stick, it's no exaggeration to say that I have surpassed my title of the great king and become the god of war. I am Shin Altelazilla. Here's the funny thing, and I mentioned this to a group I actually am in. Did Shin Godzilla came before or after this event? I don't think that the movie came out when this event was out. I am very, very conflicted on that. I don't know. I'm still trying to question it. She made that face again. She got that self-satisfied look again. It looks like all the fake servants have some strange stats maxed out. I wish they had been averaged out a little. Wait, Altera. Then wouldn't it be disrespectful for us not to fight you? That's right. You're so compassionate, Kuronite. But I will destroy you. I will destroy. And I will destroy you with the utmost respect. What? That doesn't follow at all. I'm getting cultured shock. You don't just have to accept it. I was born this way. It was my core. And even if I'm a fake, that won't change. At the end of the endless wasteland, I shall find a burning life. Innocent girl, wielder of the white magecraft. I raise my sword to ruin, to destroy you. Sword of ruin. Okay, that might make sense. I kind of stumbled on that a little bit, but it happens, I guess. Now this one is this is something. Of course, you'll see. I think this one is way more serious than the Altera part, I'll tell you that much. Mommy? No, I guess not. We are the echo of a magical girl. An echo who disappeared without ever knowing a warm hug, without being called a magical girl. Even Jack the Ripper has turned into one of the First Lady's familiars. Oh, are you my mommy too? Me? Mom? Yup, a soft and squishy mom. Me. Elia, sometimes you must exercise your material instincts in maternal instincts. That's what she meant. I kind of mistaken on that bit. Oh well. In your noble role as a magical girl. but build up your courage. Dashing around in a I don't know, blaze, Benz. I have no idea. It's definitely not a mother's role. There's something wrong with you, how you view girls. That's got nothing to do with magical girls. And why did you roll your R's like that? Are you not allowed to say the company's name? Wait, what? That's right, I sometimes forget, but there are rules in the world which supersede even magical girls. Oh my. Life can be hard like that sometimes, huh? Anyway, ignoring Ruby. Fake Jack, I'm sorry. I'm not. And if only I've gotten here sooner. Why are you apologizing? It was a lot of fun. Everyone here was us. We killed and were killed. But Mommy looks sad. Are you crying a little? We're sorry we're not a good magical girl. We need to kill even more, don't we? Ilya, this is an illusion. Not at all. I've been waiting for this. Actually, I'll go for the top part. That's what I did, at least. Yeah. That's right. This is an illusion created by the First Lady's familiar. Yes, it's a cunning trap. Let's end this. For her sake, too. Okay, let's do this, Mommy. We'll use our magic to rip you into nice, pretty pieces. Yep. It got really dark at that point. I mean, sure, the Ruby part was a bit comical, but then it got really dark when it got to that point. That's why I say that that's a little bit more serious than the other one. Now, if I remember correctly, it's this part right here. This is where, I ended up ending the, after the stream, obviously I did a few things, and it took me a while to finish this part of the story. Anyway, here we go. Ah! I can't lose to that pink one! You're the one who's pink! Yeesh. You lost because you wasted your wasted time on cheesy jokes, idiot. It's not like you to be careful and orderly with your invasions. Normally, you would have just dove right into the main dish from the get-go. There's the burp. Sorry about that. The good thing is I don't go like openly. If anything, I try to keep my mouth closed and put my hand on top of it. That way, I politely keep it to myself. That's how I go for. Although I tend to say the smell in my mouth just went ugh. But then again, I ate banana, so I got the banana smell. Anyway, ignoring my habits, you had just a little bit of sympathy for the fates of your fellow magical girls. And that's why you lost, nephew. Don't be stupid. That's too much, even coming from you, my lovely Mini-Ku. Huh? Normally, I'm your enemy. Our relationship was that we'd hang out together as enemies. That's true, but I mean, you've always shown me a mix of love and hate. But there was always more love than hate. I mean, your mean spiritedness was always so cool. Right, whatever. You're weird. You can say that again, Mini-Ku. Anyway, take back what you said a minute ago. I'm a queen. I don't care about the other magical girls. I get saved, I get satisfied. I'm cute, and I'm the most important. That's why I made my army. That's the only reason I gathered up magical girls who had no place to go. Uh-huh? What's with that look? Like you're seeing something strange. Who do you think you are? Oh, no. What you said just surprised me. But I think that Mr. Miniku is right. Mebi must have been a great queen. Huh? What did you say? Because of what you just said. I get saved, I get satisfied. I'm cute, and I'm the most important. I think that's also what nursery rhyme... Well, yeah, technically I said it right, technically. Nursery and Medea wanted. But you didn't say that you wanted that for yourself. You didn't say it out loud. But you saw the other magical girls who disappeared as comrades, didn't you? Oh boy. The castle's falling apart! And there's the straw that broke the camel's back. Thanks for finishing her off, little lady. What? That broke Mebi's heart. The castle falling apart is proof of that. Isn't that right, Mebi? You realize your own weakness, and this time, you really killed yourself. I'm sorry, but I'm not worthy of you, Miniku. I'll die and come back again. I'll come back as a magical girl who's more evil, more deep-wrenched, and more wicked, and even more amazing. Wait for me until then, Miniku. If fate brings us together, maybe, well, if that does happen, this time I will kill you myself. That's right. That's our relationship, isn't it? Anyway, I guess it's time for me to leave the stage. For a villain, I think I last pretty long. You, pig! The one from Chaldea. What is your name? Rixilla. Rixilla. What a boring name. Hey! What, were you... It took me a while to make up a good name. That's the best thing I could do, and I stick with it. I don't care what people say. I like my name. I don't want to remember it, so get lost. Boo-hoo. Take that little puppy dog with you. Don't stay here. Go save your stupid world. See this out. Let me just repeat that. See this out until the end. Mebi. Master, the castle's falling apart. Everyone, please evacuate the castle. Ilya, what are you doing? Mebi, come with us. With Helena's help, we can heal you. That's right, Mebi. Come with us, even though you made fun of my name. That won't work. She can't escape. This is backlash. She built up quite a tab, forcibly interfering with other worlds, and now all that stress is coming back to her. Trying to deny that is an insult to her. She played the villain knowing what she was getting into from the start. You can have her life and her heart, but you can't have her pride. Now get out of here. Master. Sorry, Medb. They left, huh? I'm done for too. Medb, what little magical energy you had is gone now. I always wanted to ask, what's the happiest thing in the world to you? I already have it, Miniku. The greatest happiness a woman can have is being next to the one they love when they die. What? The hell did you say, Medb? Wake up! Seriously. Wow. I guess in the very end, you won. Man, what a relationship, huh? Man, what a relationship. The castle has completely collapsed. The jewel, it's in my hand. I see. So Medb became an echo. Then someday I'll see her in my library. Though I never heard of her liking books. Helena, just as I promised, I give you back your jewel. Thank you. Oh, and don't worry about Medb. She was more than willing to kill you. There's no need for pity. And Medb entrusted you with that jewel. Not to you, Ilya, but to Mashu. At last, we have all 4 jewels, which means we can go inside the Black Wall. To the First Lady's kingdom. The jewels, they are glowing brighter. Surprisingly, when I went in the map, the thing ended up cracking like a mirror, and then it shattered. It was interesting to see. Now, this is where things get to be a long read. The Black Wall is gone. At last, we can venture to the First Lady's kingdom. I'll take a look from above. Thanks. Be careful. Ho-ho! So that's the First Lady's kingdom, huh? Yup, basically. It's cold, like time itself is frozen. And there's a solitary castle in the middle. You'll see that when we finish all this reading. It's like the mind of a magical girl has taken form. What kind of mind is that? The castle feels different when I made my escape. Not only did the wall came down, there was a change inside too. A change? Something's flying towards us. Is it a bird? Huh? I feel a great flow of energy, magical energy. The magical energy that fills this world is gathering, where the First Lady is. Does she have a vessel capable of holding all that magical power? Master, if we're on schedule, then now, yeah, Chaldea should be There it is! Hey, you're all looking good. I was worried, but I'm glad you're safe. Huh? Where's Elia and Ruby? Don't tell me! They're both... Oh boy, there's that other bird. Sorry about that. You have to do what you can to actually contain those things. And I might get hiccups. I don't want to get hiccups. I hope I don't get hiccups. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a troublesome thing if I read. They're both fine. We also met up with Ruby's little sister, Sapphire. Doctor, tell us what's happening there. Little sister? And Mr. Code has a little sister. No, I can't think about that now. I can't think about it now. We're in a hurry. We had a meeting with Da Vinci, and we came up with an engineering solution. That world is very dangerous, but we become very involved with it. At this point, we are a part of this too. We can't just ignore it. And personally, I can't just leave Elia when she needs help. Does that mean Chaldea is going to provide us full operational support? That's right. Of course, personally, I'm extremely interested in that gross test. I mean, strange world group test. That's funny. That space should normally be, I guess you could call it a dumping ground for thoughts and feelings. You don't need to be so careful with your words. Yes, this place is purgatory itself. That's how. Sometimes I have trouble pronouncing that word. Purgatory. Man. Now I can say it now. What in the world? This is a dumping ground for magical girls who dreamt of an endless dream and failed to reach it. Oh, no wonder. Cat boy. Brava! Alright, no need to explain it. You know what I mean. It's not wonderful. Nothing is alright. No, this is good. It's very good. A magical girl is extremely unstable being. They have overwhelming magical energy, and sometimes they can use magecraft intuitively and without the proper rituals. So basically, they're more powerful than standard mages. But then again, there's Medea. Medea is much higher. I don't know. Maybe they're both in the same ranking. Then again, I've seen the anime of the Kid Khalid, and Medea in that one was pretty powerful. So, yeah, we'll see. Just ignore my little ramblings at times. But for those who lose their possibilities and give in to despair, their obsession becomes a flow of uninformed magical energy. A stagnant pool forming in a chaotic waste dump. The First Lady became those chaotic thoughts and feelings, and the reality marble formed mostly on its own. I assume that's about what happened. Are you a genius? Of course I am. I apologize. I should have told you so earlier. Then that means if she disappears, everything will return to normal. That's right. That's what I'm after, you see. It's the best way to solve the root problem here. But I don't know what that active magical girl with you will think, or the residents of the world. Man, you can be harsh, though that may be the most realistic solution. But let me say one thing. You guys have done all kinds of things that I thought were impossible. You can't make a miracle happen if you're worried all about safety, efficiency, or a plan B. You made it this far. You should do what you want to do. I'm grateful, Doctor. Thank you. Ilya came back. Priscilla, the First Lady's familiars are coming. There are tons of them. Oh, this is an exciting situation. There's so many of them. They're making the sky dark. Master, let's do our best to save Miyu. What's wrong, Helena? Let me go for Helena. It's nothing. Come on. They're here they come. I'll make a defensive wall to block their attacks. Priscilla, you cleared an opening. Alright, let me do a little something before I do the next bit. What in the world? Well, it looks like something's going on with Countryman. They're doing something. Anyway, let me do a little something before I do anything. Now I'm putting in the link because it's been a while. Oh. The things I do. And there we go. Now that's done. Now I can concentrate fully on this. So we did those things. How many parts are there in what I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Yeah, basically we got 5 in total, but there's a 6th one, but I haven't done that yet because I want to be fair and let you guys see the final battle at least. Which I know it's a bit it's not that difficult, to be honest. I have no idea. I'd rather not butcher names or such. While we're busy battling them, more keep coming. Shoot! Not at a place like this! Fia! Not before I finish. I can't stop here. I'll open a path in front of us. Ruby! Okay, Ilya. Transferring all physical defenses to firepower. VR! I don't know. VR? I don't know. Follow me. I'll guide you. Let us handle the rear. We can't rely on the doctor's scans beyond this point. Alright, we can't talk to him anymore, can we? Yes, that's what the doctor and the Da Vinci said. Each time they communicate or do a reshift to this world, it establishes a ley line. So they have to cut all normal communications and are on standby for our request to return home. But the risk of hacking remains. The other servants should be defending Chaldea. That's true, we got a lot of amazing servants. But Chaldea is a delicate facility. We need to avoid any more attacks. Right. Yeah, because if they do no phantasms left and right in Chaldea, it'll be insane. Oh, that was a short one. Okay, that's good. More snow and crystal. This is the First Lady's domain? It's so shiny and sparkly that gives you a feeling of security. Like you come home, you know? What do you mean, come home? It's so smooth that it's hard to run. That being said, if we flew, it would be easy pickings for her familiars. True. And down here, the twinkling ground acts like a mirror. So good job. Hey, don't look. Oh. It took me a while to think on that. I better not think about it anymore. Ilya, Ruby, there's no time for fooling around. Miu's waiting for us. What she said. Let's keep in mind of the main goal. That's right, Sweat. That must be the First Lady's castle. As we get closer to the castle, the sticks are shifting form. The familiars are getting stronger. The First Lady is reacting to our presence, trying to keep us from coming closer. So she's been playing hide and seek behind the black wall all this time. Is she shy? Or maybe she's in a hurry to try something. Maybe she doesn't actually want to fight Ilya. Let me just go for the first part. Makes more sense, to be honest. Yes, it has something to do with the jewels we've been gathering. That's my guess. You mean it was the First Lady herself who engaged the Black Wall? Not the power of the 4 jewels? Does that mean she has intentionally plotting the magical girls against each other from the isolated space? It's contrary, as if 2 wills are at war with each other. Either way, to learn her true motive, we'll just have to ask the First Lady herself. Rixilla! Ilya! Enemy ambush! More black sticks, I guess? There's so many of them! I'm so sorry. This is my fault for being a careless guy. Getting into a drawn-out battle here isn't a good idea. If our pursuers catch up, it could prove fatal. Go ahead, Ilya. What a good idea. If Ilya makes a break for it alone, she'll get through. She'll get right through. I could never do that. Ruby, Sapphire, give me your power. I can't use my class cards right now, so I can't come up with a strategy that targets the enemy's weaknesses. I'll hold... Jack. Wait. If you hear meows of him, he is doing that meowing mood, I guess. I'll hold them off here, so the rest of you can go on ahead. That won't do, Ilya. You wouldn't be able to get to Miu on your own. Master, what should we do? Go out in the battle here. That's our only option. Helena, can you fight? No, you just over here, because that's what I picked. Right. We'll just have to be very careful. Still so far to go. Pull yourself together, Ilya. Smack. Oh, wow. Eek, my behind! Helena! I have a confession to make, Ilya. I'm surprised by how much spirit you've shown. Before, I looked down on you as a fake magical girl. Prediction, experience, knowledge. It's far from those secrets of magecraft. But I realize again just how much power you have. Huh? It's coming. By the wisdom of Spiritus, I don't know. The enemies are, Helena. What is that form? Cool! I've always been cool. I have, oh boy. I'll get to you later on in Game of Dice. I just have a low blood pressure. Now go, Rixella. Go with Ilya to see the First Lady. Those familiars are targeting magical girls, so I'll... Okay, please stay safe. Helena, are you... Let me just go first time. Thank you, Rixella. If we ever get the chance, I'll tell you my story. I'll be great to hear it. Helena, don't waste the time that I've given you. Hurry up and go! I'm in your debt, Helena. Come, Ilya. And everyone, quickly! I finally managed to drive them off. Oh, I forgot to tell them. Well, to be honest, I didn't want them to tell them. For Ilya and the others to return to their original world, they need the jewels. I'm not going to give them my stone, but as long as Ilya and Miu have two, it should be plenty. Mempi accidentally proved that. I finally understand the meaning of the cursed stone. Are you talking to yourself? Or is that a prayer, Helena? Yep. And it's the Prez King theme. AI! I didn't intend to summon you. As long as you fight without abandoning your spirit of inquiry, I will stand by your side. I told you that once. Committee Edison, I tell ya. So you did. Extra. I don't know what that was. I think that was a laugh, I guess? We're both old, so we better not overdo it. Not to mention your prize DC is thoroughly rusty. Don't compare me to an AC stuff. DC is internal. I mean, internal, I guess. My role is to support your activities and invest in you and be happy about it. Now it's the time to open your mystic grimoire. Yes, let's do it. Come and get me, familiars of the First Lady. Limitless summers in the seas. Heresy graces the skies, and I stand upon the earth. Meet the magical girl, Guraru Matihama Helena. And she used the flying saucer to obliterate those familiars. Guys? I am now lost. Let me think. I did this one, that's the first bit. That was the short one. Then there was this one, and it was, the conversation with that, and then this is the Helena part. Damn, I really messed up there. Let me check this out. If it's the same one, don't worry, I'll skip it and then. Oh no, it's okay. So that's what it was. Okay. It's pretty sparse inside the castle. I'm worried about Helena. I should probably go back. So at least I pressed the right button. Otherwise, I would have had problems. Right now, let's carry out our own mission. Helena is strong, so she'll probably be fine. The same goes for Nursery and Medea, if they're still around. Because remember, if they don't have their crystals, they say that they disappear. So I'm worried about that bit. If they're still alive, I'm happy. You're right, Mashu. After all, Miyu is waiting. Finally, I'll finally be able to see Miyu. We'll just have to go through the final corridor. There's like a ballroom, right? With crystals. Someone's sitting on the throne. That's the First Lady. Huh? What's this? Huh? You're Kudo. I'd rather say Kudo because they kind of changed the name on this one too. It kind of upsets me in a way. Not a big deal, but to be honest, I don't like the name change at times. I mean, they've been changing a lot of names lately. I mean, Altoria Pendragon ended up becoming something else on her name, and now her. I mean, they changed a lot of servants' names, which doesn't make sense. I don't know why. I wish I knew the reason. Is it because we can't pronounce them? Some of these names, even when they change it, makes it just more confusing at times so we can't even pronounce them. But oh well. I'll just say Kuro. Kuro! Shoot! You made it here. You made it, huh? You really don't know when to give up. What a interesting intro. Kuro! Kuro! What are you doing here? That's Kuro? You did mention she was like a twin, but she's really is the spitting image of you. Is she a magical girl too? Yes, but why didn't I sense Kuro's presence? You caused me so much trouble. I wish you would be a little more conservative, considerate. That's what I meant to say. Knowing that we share pain. Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. Where's Miyu? I get it. So you came here to rescue her, didn't you, Kuro? Where are Ring and Livia? I don't know. No, they're not here. It's just me and Miyu. And we've been here a long time. But I've been here since the beginning. Huh? What are you talking about, Kuro? You've been here a long time? Where's Miyu? Over there! But be careful! Miyu! Man, you know what these vines remind me of? Or whatever these things are? Angra Mayu. And I mean not the servant Angra Mayu. I'm talking about the blob thing. If you've seen Heaven's Feel, you know what I'm talking about. Miyu. Mashu, check her condition. Roger that. What's this? Part of Miyu's resins are transforming. It's a defensive reaction of the I don't know. It's an anti-magical girl mystic code. Even you wouldn't escape unscathed, Mashu. What? An anti-magical girl mystic code? That's possible. That's too niche. That's way too niche. You're the one to talk, Ruby. You are the cheerful type. Something spirit. But never mind that now. What's going on, Kuro? If it's a joke, it's gone too far. Release me right now. Oh? What should I do? I mean, I went to all the trouble of making her mine. I used to be so annoying how you would always monopolize with her, Ilya. This feels nostalgic. Yes, maybe this is closer to my true self. Ilya, is Kuro being controlled by the First Lady? How did she get her supply of magical energy? Actually, I'll go for the first part. She could be, but she seems to be acting pretty naturally to me. Kuro always did love pranks like this. I'm not picking any strange magical energy. This is the normal Kuro. You people certainly are noisy. I don't want to get you getting the wrong idea, so let me dispel your doubts. Ilya, when you and Miyu went to the mirror world, I was actually with you. You two were in a hurry to get something there, so it seems you didn't notice my presence. Flustered, I did a little tuning and jumping into a reality marble. In retrospect, that probably wasn't a good idea. The next thing I knew, I was in this world, and all alone. You were here before us? In this world? That's right. Ever since I've been here alone. You know what I mean. Like a time warp from the unstable jump. When I looked out from over this world, I saw magical girls at war with each other, and I didn't know which were allies. Even just concealing my presence consumed more and more of my magical energy. I got to the point where I almost disappeared, and I was very lonely. But then I met her. You mean the First Lady? Her familiar, to be precise. Elia. Kuro. We're from Chaldea. You know what? I'll just say Elia. She might already know, otherwise I'll just sound stupid. What? You were that reckless? Kuro, you dummy! Huh? How about you two? The ones who set off for the mirror world without even telling me. But we had an errand to do for Rin, and we were in a hurry. Because I was hoping that Rin or Livia would come and save us. But since they didn't notice I was gone in the first place, of course they didn't come to save me. But that wasn't it. My appearance in this world was inevitable. The First Lady told me something, and she was brutally honest. It was a knife sheathing through my ribs. Is the meaning of your life to be an accessory to Elia? You're like a wild cat that's been declawed. That's what she said. That's not... Yes, I know. You can deny it, of course. You're Elia. More importantly, I don't see it that way either. That being said, I did realize that some part of me thinks of you as number one. After all, I would even be friendly with Miyu for your sake. It's been for my sake too. It's only natural. Kuro. Master, Kuro's mood is shifting. MG power just shot up. How many transformations does she have left? But we still don't have an opening. We need to somehow get to Miyu. Servity, I don't know. And trust are the two different things, Kuro. Tan skin and pale eyes are great charm points. I'm putting my face palm right now. I'm going, what? I'll go for the first part. Makes more sense. I know that. I know the essence of the world is how unfair it is. And I know that you're an extremely decent person. So, much in that being sarcastic, what I'm saying, being sarcastic, something like that. I kind of forgotten how to say it. Makes you feel like a fool. But even I have a wish that I want to come true. For my sake alone, my wish alone, my own wish that would reach the world. Kuro is projecting a weapon. Oh my. This is definitely battle mode, isn't it? Oh, Kuro, how could you? Vixella, Mashu, and Sapphire too. Please give me just a little time. Take it easy, though. This is a sisterly fight, right? Knock yourself out. A full throttle magic combat with the sisters' supremacy on the line. I'm kind of a captain. No. if it becomes dangerous, I'm going to stop you both. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you. Ruby! Yes! Can I punch the mischievous Kuro once? Come on. There's not a moment to lose. Let's use my brainwashing device. These two wands are something, I tell ya. No! I'm going to turn off the switch that made her weird. Yeah, the same switch that you have as well, huh? Yeah. Beat her with your conviction, right? I know full well you're going to do. But I also think you should be apologizing to her later for neglecting her. Anyway, get away from Miyu, Kuro! Forget it! Miyu is mine! Well, things just escalated. Now then, we go on the last bit, right? Yeah, it is the last bit. This is the last bit, and then we go to the fight itself. This is actually midpoint of the fight, actually, which was something. I guess it's hard for us to have a decisive showdown. Ilya. There's a limit to how much I can bear my shared pain with you. What in the world? Kuro! What's wrong? Your body! Isn't it obvious? It's the First Lady. She doesn't want Miyu. She wants you, too. Who knew there was someone greedier than me? What are you talking about, Kuro? Kuro, it was the First Lady's idea to adopt Miyu, wasn't it? I'm not sure about that. Kuro! Kuro! Ah! Wait, not yet! Stop it! As promised, I waited until after your duel with Ilya, Kuro. As a vessel, you are implacable. I don't know. However, if it seems you fall short of Ilya's heart. Kuro's body, even her voice has changed completely. The First Lady! That's right. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm the First Lady, the first magical girl. Shall I introduce myself further? Perhaps in a more courteous way, as benefits a magical girl. I was born in the demon world, but raised in the human world. I hid my identity and fought for people, but because of that, I lost my homeland and forgotten by both humans and my brethren in the demon world. Now no one knows who I am. There is no longer anyone around who will call my name. I have to say, I wonder if this First Lady will end up becoming a servant later on. I don't know for sure. We'll see. But I didn't hate humans or my brethren. I definitely didn't sink to the level of becoming a witch. Right now, my only desire is to keep making magical girls' wishes come true. Excuse me. I want to spread the magic of magical girls, of love and hope throughout the world. Those feelings attracted echoes to this reality marvel. Are you an echo? Why did you set the magical girls on each other? I regret that. It wasn't supposed to happen like this. It's too late now, though. There's not enough space. This reality marvel isn't big enough for all of us. That's why I won't let you interfere. We need the other world. Why did you need Kuro? Why did Kuro appear before me? It doesn't matter. That's not the issue. I have no intention of letting this opportunity get away from me. Yes, Master. That's why I reached out to you as well, an employee of Chaldea. With Miyu, I can do it. I can give all the echoes new incarnations. And not inside this empty cage of is this reality marvel, but in the real world. Infinite parallel worlds, post Infinite Crisis. Sounds like a certain comic book series. That's where you'll find real enemies who will need to be defeated. There are miserable people who sincerely need magical girls. Hence the little witch codes, nay, Persomia codes. We'll race to even the farthest parallel worlds, because my wish will come true. This just like Meppy. No, this is different. It's more evil, darker. Exactly. And that she still tells herself that means the means justify the end. Ilya, would you defy me my one and only non-negotiable wish? After seeing the way you behave towards the magical girls of this world, I finally realized that. I will allow no interference. Soon, I will absorb Miyu. Miyu is a stubborn one, and Kuro, who's already part of me, resists assimilation even now. She is truly a disobedient girl. Even so, it's only a matter of time. Miss Lady, I can tell that you believe in magical girls, but there's one thing I know. No wish is worth sacrificing Miyu. And not only Miyu, Kuro too. Kuro is my precious other half. That's right. A selfish wish like that will never come true. Is it because I'm an echo? Nothing more than an echo that doesn't resonate within anyone's heart? You'll forget me too, won't you? I have no intention of consulting you. Deep down, everyone has their own magical girl. To be honest, I'd go for that's what I chose. How could you say a crazy line like that with a straight face? But that sounds a little like you're trying to cheer up the First Lady. Miss Lady, you are my senpai as a magical girl, and a major senpai at that. But that's even more the reason for not being able to overlook this. That's what I meant to say. If you're making a mistake, I have to tell you so. It's the same. Kuro, it's the same thing. Kuro said the same thing. And now you too. Do you really want to consign me to the past that badly? When you can save the world, when I can become queen, Ilya, eventually, so could you. Listen to me, First Lady. Your wish would only turn into a curse. We magical girls are always getting involved in half-baked, outrageous trouble. But even so, there are good things. Wait, were there good things? Oh my. Excuse me, Ilya. At this point, you should completely candid. I don't know. That's right. There are moments where I thought it was a good thing. I got to meet Miyu, who I just love. And with Kuro, I got a sassy yet dependable little sister. With Ruby and Sapphire, Ring, and Livia, I had reservations at first. But they become dear friends who I could give up everything. That's the best treasure of all, isn't it? I have friends too, but the world abandoned me. Huh? Rixilla, what about you? I suspect you actually want to be forgotten. Perhaps that's the kind of person you are. But what would you do if you could save the world? Right now, it's tougher and more painful than ever before you want to run away. But you're still alive, right? The moment you save the world, you would die. And Master Kurlight, what about you? Will your bond with Rixilla last forever? Really? Would you be able to endure if you were abandoned? If you could be with your master for eternity, would you cling to that hope? No, that isn't hope. Miss Lady, you're very hurt. No one was able to heal or protect you. You fought a cruel destiny all this time, haven't you? I respect you. I definitely don't pity you. It's a miracle that you and I met. I won't forget you, even if you forget me. You lie. That's a lie. Miyu, you come too. Miyu, help the First Lady. Help Kuro. Her words are false. She's hiding a wish that won't become true deep down in her heart. Please, she's crying on the inside. Take her hand, just as Ilya, just as you did for me. Okay, hold on just a little longer, Miyu. Also, huh? What? Being with Kuro all this time, it's been awkward. I mean, not knowing what to talk about, but silence is painful. Huh? Excuse me, what is that? What was that? When I'm doing everything I can in here to fight her. Oh, Kuro's back. I tried to be on my best behavior with you. So if you've got something to say about me, say to my face. Oh, you're such a pain. But don't Kuro. If you show hatred towards Miyu, Oh, shoot! Come on, Ilya! Do something! I'm sorry. By seeking out Miu, Kuro and I have become one. Thanks to that, I've broken through Kuro's mental wall. Now I can fight with all my might in this body. Once I defeat you in front of Miu, her last emotional support will crumble, and I will reach infinite worlds. And then, when you get to those worlds, what will you do? What are you going to sacrifice next? After all, Miu's fighting you. I can't lose. Because the magical girls of Khalid are two people in one. That's right. Now I've moved too. That's the one I have to say. Ilya, everyone, please. Priscilla, Mashu. Please, just one more time. Let's fight together. Mashu Kuronight. Yes, Master. Our feelings are one. For the longest time, I wondered why I wanted to become Ilya's ally. But now I know. Nursery and Medea too. Despite wielding amazing power and beset by their own despair, they refused to walk away. Every time I felt choked up, I thought to myself, are magical girls really that sad? But Ilya didn't give up, even if her wish was immature. There was nothing to be ashamed of. Yeah, we'll side with those who that persevere. Have you learned something about Ilya's strength? I actually went for the first part. Priscilla, thank you. I think they forgot to state that, but oh well, it doesn't really matter. Mashu and Priscilla, you're both the best. I will always be grateful to you too. Ilya, this is my fight now too. Let's get Kuro and Miu out of here. And then we'll help the First Lady too. Okay, thank you. I'm going to chant magic words. Words for the unhappy, unfulfilled world beyond the reflective pathways of dimensions. And then that's where we end up going to a close. We're gonna end up fighting now. Man, this is gonna be something. Now we end up doing the final fight. Now, this is the castle I was talking about. What the story was talking about. Let's wait for this to load up a bit. Man, I feel a little weary on my reading. But yeah, that's the castle right there. And there's a lot of crystals around it. Anyway, let's end this. It should take one more battle. And instead of using Ilya, I ended up using let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this one. I went for Lancers with the Buster Noble Phantasm. They're the best course of taking the event on. Now, I feel the heat from my phone. It seems that it's lagging. I hope that it doesn't affect it too much. But hey, after this battle, we'll do that one man, And then I guess I'll end the stream from there. And then maybe next time, I might consider, if the next part doesn't come yet, I will, work on, what's it called? 2 games, maybe 3. I might consider working on, Jurassic World Alive, maybe tonight or tomorrow morning. Since it's a short one, it'll be a short stream on that one. Because all I'm gonna do is just fight and just discuss what I'm gonna do on the game. And then, of course, Honkai, we're gonna have to deal with the main storyline on that one. That's gonna be interesting to go through. And then, of course, what else? Excuse me on that. Game of Dice. I tried to stream it once before, but then kind of went crazy. Alright then, let's go. Yeah, it's lagging like crazy. All because of the heat from the phone. It's heavily lagging. Let me see something. What? No, something's downloading. Damn! So that's what's affecting it. That's bad. Something's downloading on my thing. No wonder. That's bull. Why does that happen when I'm streaming? What is downloading anyway? You gotta be kidding me. What are the times? What timing? Yeesh. Gotta say, it's gonna take a bit of time just to actually go through this. What timing? I didn't know that this was gonna happen, so hey, it's not my fault on that bit. I'm gonna try and keep going, regardless of that little inconvenience. That does slow things down when there's something downloading for all things. Man, the lag is bad. Is it done yet? Nope. Man, what the convenience it is. I guess I'll have to keep that in mind. If I stream, I have to make sure I do some of those updates. I have to do the updates first, and then so that I don't have to deal with them in the middle of stream. Because they do affect it. Remember, I'm dealing with 2 programs at the same time. I'm doing Fate Grand Order and then the streaming program that I'm using. It's affecting this thing greatly, and that's why it heats up pretty bad. Even the loading is going bad. I have to say, I wonder if I'm gonna end up getting copyright because the Ilya theme, the Unlimited Blade Works version of it, it's done. That's good. I hope there's no more updates. But it's still lagging because it's the heat from the phone. It's very hot. The goal is to take down, well, Kudo, also known as the First Lady at the moment. It's going to be a little slow, but I could do this. After this summon, I'm definitely gonna have to let the phone rest up. The thing to happen to be, why it has to lag all at this point of time? All because the phone is so heated up that it's ridiculous. It's going really bad. I wonder if there's any way to actually calm it down. It's very hot. By the time we end up using Novel Phantasms, that's when things get crazy. So loud, I tell ya. Anyway, just in case. Don't want you to heal up. This is my strategy as long as I keep her at bay. Hopefully the lag will not be this bad. Or is it possible that Kudo's aura is making it lag? Maybe it is Kudo's aura that's making it lag. Is it over? Yep, it's over. And so it ends. Where is it the end? I don't know. It didn't say the end yet. Unless we have one more battle. I'll be surprised. I thought I was on the last one. Because the first battle and the last bit took a chunk out of it. Just waiting for this to load up. It's not over? Huh. Well, that's unexpected. Now we have one more. Alright, then I guess we got one more to go for. I thought it was the end, but oh well. And of course, I'm getting a... You know what? Let me check if... Tomamo's Noble Phantasm is a buster. I still wish I had her, to be honest. She is my favorite Fox girl. It is Buster! What am I doing? I could get her too on this. I thought she was an Arc. Apparently she's a Buster. Alright then. Man, this lag though. The lag is a problem. But it's mainly because the phone is very hot. Ooh wee. We're almost on the last bit. And then we will get the last bit of the story. But according to what I read, it seems to be the first part. There's going to be another part later on, so there's that. It'll unlock the EX ones. Well, who knows how that's gonna be. Yeah. Just a little yawning, that's all. Yeah, it's not being as effective as it was before. Yeah, looking at it now, it seems to be the aura that made things look bad. What do you think, guys? Almost done. Yeah, it's still lagging regardless, so scratch that. Alright then. Final battle with Kuro. Sometimes I wish I could bring Emiya, but this event is primarily focused on the female servants because they have a boost. But it will be interesting to have Emiya versus Kuro because it's basically almost the same servant. Well, not quite. They both have different abilities, and their fighting styles are pretty different as well, but they're both pretty cool. Here's a little fact about me. I love the Emiya theme. I get too addicted to it. So when I'm hearing this, gets me pumped up. Yeah, look at that. It's actually a lot better than before. Mother of Miku. We could do this though. Oh, great. This is bloody great. Just in case, here's the thing about Kuro. And also, just in case she tries anything. Let me see what's her abilities. It's been a while. I'll use that when necessary. But I think this is gonna end it anyway. Great. That's just bloody great. Another one? You gotta be kidding me. What is it this time? You gotta be kidding me. I never used that. Jeez Louise. It was better before. Now, it's because of these damn updates. I wish I could cancel these updates. Whatever. I think it stopped. Hopefully things will go well. I gotta say, updates. Bane of my existence when it comes to streaming on the phone. Stupid thing decided to say, hey, I'm gonna block it. That was the first time I got to see Tomamo's, no wait. I did see her at Novel Phantasm. No, this is the first time I used her Novel Phantasm. It's not the first time I used her, but it's the first time I used her Novel Phantasm. And they had to interrupt me. That's bull. No, either way we did it. Still wish I had Tomamo Lancer. She's actually one of the few servants I would actually grail. Oh well. So now what? It's gonna go to a cutscene, I know it for sure. Come on, cutscene, cutscene. Just waiting for that cutscene. A ticket for summoning. I'm gonna do one more shot on it, that's for sure. Hopefully I'll get it. In the meantime, I'll try to make sure I get some craft essences. Wait, what? No battles. Okay, there's no battles on that one. Let me get this thing first.
ルビーちゃん的にはもっと刺激が欲しいところです。直径3500キロくらいの隕石でも降ってきませんかね。穏やかじゃない。それってもう隕石ってレベルじゃないし。
Oh my. What in the world? That's off. Okay then. It was weird. It took me a bit of time, and of course something was updating again.
カルデアの
Damn
かっこいい
phone. It doesn't
マ
know
スターさん
when to
それ
do
に
it.
マシュさ
I'm
んと
not
一
gonna
緒に
touch
行動で
any
き
of
て
the ones that
本当によかったな
supposedly is
イ
clear
リアさんは
with
マ
your
シュさん
mouth.
が大好きなんですね
Let's just take the
これ
ticket.
ちょっといいやつか
We'll leave those other ones anyway because that's a weird glitch. I hope that it's nothing very serious or who knows what it is. Anyway, let's get this bit and then we move on to the summon thing. We got 2 tickets, so let's just see how things go from there, right? For now, let's see what this is all about. Epilogue. A wildflower blooming in the breeze. This quest has no battles. Thank you, because there's some weird lagging stuff. May as well have it done. And after this, we'll see what we could do. We worn her down, right? Are you the first lady now? Or Kuro? It looks like Kuro got the advantage. The first lady's response is disappeared within her. What? Wait a second, Miss Lady? Can you hear me? Kuro, please. Just hang on there a little more. Don't say it like it's nothing. It's not that easy. If Da Vinci and Master theories are correct, when the First Lady disappears, the reality marble will vanish too. That means we're running out of time. I've confirmed that the binding mystic code has been released. Miyu! Mashu, take care of Miyu. I never said it, but actually prefers Miyu. Are you okay, Miyu? What in the world? I have no idea. I'll just say go for that one. I'm gonna stay on guard on the First Lady / Kuro. Right. I'll help her immediately. Miyu, can you stand? Please grab onto me. Yes, I'm fine, but let me hold onto your arm for a moment, Mashu. Thank you, too, Sapphire. Miyu! I'm so glad. Miyu! What's the big idea, Ilya? If you don't finish me off, you won't win. I will never give up. I can't give up. It's not about winning or losing, Miss Lady. That's right, it's not. What you're doing isn't about obsession or ideals. It's about atonement. First Lady, you can't accept it. What you have is different from Ilya's pure feelings. Miyu! Ilya, tell her how you feel. What? Me? Yes, tell her everything, honestly, so that will reach her heart. Got it, Miyu. Oh boy. Let me guess, something's going on. Stupid updates. Miss Lady, I always am so busy dealing with what's going on around me. So I never thought about saving the world. No, to be honest, I forced myself to think it had nothing to do with me, because things were far away. But if I was in your place, Miss Lady, if I had such an incredible power, it would become my duty to help people who relied on me. I wouldn't know what to do, or who I would choose. I see. But if my friends and family that I love were in danger, I would use my magic without hesitation. I'd use my magic to protect everyone's smiles, even if it meant that you yourself had to cry. Nod. I think it's the positive nod, the yes nod. Ilya, I'm jealous of you. But at the same time, I think you're foolish. It's like looking at the old me. I couldn't save the friend I cared about. I had to choose between her and the world, and I chose the world. To be honest, it sounds like something from the latest fake Khalid. But Ilya is choosing the opposite what the First Lady is doing. Spoilers right there, sorry. But this is gonna be interesting. I couldn't save my best friend. That's so the memory thing from the beginning, that was her memories, the First Lady's. And what she was talking to was her best friend. Now I understand. Now it makes sense. The dreams that Miyu was having was the last moments of her best friend and such. That's sad, to be honest. You sacrificed your friend? Was she a magical girl too? No. She refused to be a magical girl. She became an enemy of the world and brought despair to everyone. That's why I had to stop her myself. I never see her again. I couldn't tell her that I was sorry. I don't know about that. Huh? Hell no! What? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So, what's going on? Helena! And Mr. Lion too? Yes. I unfortunately survived. Just like the First Lady. No, that's not right. Not only I fall, I fail to become something. I failed to die, too. I really fail at everything, don't I? Don't worry yourself. Self-deprecation is a habit of hers. Just ignore her. AI, keep your mouth shut. When your battle started for real, the First Lady's familiar ceased to be a threat. It was tough just getting to this throne room. The barriers on this castle were just too strong. She can't get in. If Miyu's okay, let's take the First Lady and go outside. while we move. I can tell. Can you tell me about the girl the First Lady is possessing? Of course, but who is she? Damn. Note to self. Put a sign on my walls. To actually, say that it says streaming, do not make too much noise and be quiet or something. I don't know. I gotta do something about that because it's getting on my nerves at this point. Are you that ghost from before? What are you doing here? This echo is probably the one that was often wandering around the black wall. After the wall fell, I found her heading for the castle. Wait a minute. First Lady, do you know her? She looks like she wants to say something to you. It looks like she's really mad. She's trying to tell the First Lady something, but I don't know what she's saying. Ruby, can't you do something? Leave it to me. Try my special ghost medium potion. Here! Stab. Oh, wow. Oh! She didn't even ask for permission. What in the world? Did the ghost really possess her? That was easy. I know it's reluctant to say it, but that Mysticode has some crazy functions. I actually agree. Actually having some kind of shot that makes a ghost possess somebody. To be honest, that makes me shiver. Well, ghosts? Oh. You dummy! Ow! She just hit me! What was that for? Ow! That really hurt! Oh my. Oh! The defensive response brought Kudo halfway back. Who are you? The girl possessing Ilya. I may know her. If she's the girl from my dream, yes, it is her. I know it for sure. It connects big time. Your dream? But it looks like Ilya and Kuro are brawling. Ilya. I'm calling you a dummy because you are a dummy. The way you're talking. Mila, is that you? Are you the one of the echoes here? Yes. Got a problem with that? It was only for a short while, but I was a magical girl. That's why I have the right to be here. And right now, you're the First Lady, the first magical girl, right? It is her. Mila, are you the First Lady's special friend? That's right, Miyu. I'm the former magical girl who was slain by the First Lady. Wait, that means you were the first corrupted magical girl. Oh, that's interesting. Sister, be quiet. First Lady, you did your best as a magical girl. You gave everything you had to the world so that everyone could be happy. But the harder you worked, the more people's smiles disappeared. You were worn down by their greed and dissatisfaction until you were crying even as you smiled. I didn't think that the world was worth saving. I chose you, not the world. Mila, were you here the whole time, Mila? And I didn't notice? That's right, I'm just a shadowy echo. Without borrowing Elia's body, I can't maintain my consciousness. But I always felt your presence, because this world is the manifestation of your regrets. That's why I always wished I could go beyond the black wall, so that I could bring peace to your heart. Mila, you were the one who opened the ley line outside the reality marble. It wasn't a coincidence that you summoned Kuro to this world. Mila, it was your wish. I'm not aware of that, but I did... Oh boy. But I did apologize. I caused you a lot of trouble. Then, what about my sleepwalking on Chaldea? That was probably Medbee. Was that the First Lady's doing too? I'll say Medbee, because who knows? Yes, that was her doing. For a very brief moment, Medbee's power rivaled mine. Medbee used her vast magical energy to open up a ley line. I just tried to use that open ley line. I see. The pressure from the First Lady feels like it's about to disappear. At this rate, no matter how much I hold back, she's going to be pushed out. Helena, what are you doing? I don't feel a change yet. But something already happening to the land of dead bookshelves. I can feel it through the jewel. The collapse is probably starting at the land furthest from the First Lady's castle. So the reality marble can't sustain itself after all. Ilia, Kuro, Miyu, I'm sorry for getting you caught up in the collapse of the reality marble. There has to be something we can do. No, I don't care what happens to me, but... First Lady, may I take over the reality marble from you? The reality marble? Is that possible? Unfortunately, I'm serious. This world is needed as a place for wounded magical girls to go. It's not a nice way to say it, but it's the same way you need a soldier's home for wounded soldiers. No, forget that example. It makes me think of a dangerous I could do this. Anti-bacterial magical girl might show up. Okay, that's why I did good. Anyway, First Lady, in order to stop more magical girls from ending up like you, would you let me start over with your first wish? Helena, magical girl of wisdom and mystics. Yes, if that's your true wish, then I shall grant it. Thank you, First Lady. I'll do it right this time. The First Lady magical energy is fading. So is Mila's. Oh no! Mila's going to disappear! Listen, First Lady. You were abandoned and forgotten by the world, and you feel terribly betrayed. Magical girls aren't witches, and they aren't queens. They don't seek rewards for their miracles. They don't use magic for themselves. They just put the feelings well up into their hearts into spells for people that they will never know. Otherwise, their impossible wishes become curses. Their emotions get trapped in the gaps between worlds and turn into purgatory. I still and Mila, you know, First Lady. You cast enough spells. You cast them until your throat went hoarse. You read the book of magic all the way to the last page. It's true that new dangers and new enemies will never stop threatening the people. But even so, that's why new magical girls like Elia are born. They're still incomplete magical girls, and maybe you can't totally rely on them. But that's why, in their hands, the future lies within them. Wow. They both disappear at the same time. I hope they both have peace. A new jewel appeared in Helena's hand. Oh, they're holding hands like lovers. Oh my. But now you're both back to normal. Yeah, I'm fine. What about you, Kuro? Where am I? Who am I? I don't know. I can't remember any of the wicked things I've done. So you can't ask me to be responsible for them. I think I forced Miyu to give me magical energy in the way that violated FCC standards. FCC? I'm not gonna... I don't know for sure. But it was consultual, so that doesn't count. And no one knows that I used the First Lady's power to make a world where I was the star. Oh wow. And lived a lovey-dovey life with my brother. But then I was accused by the ESRB Army of Justice. And I turned evil and I was defeated. Anyway, a lot has happened. But well done, Elia. That's my heroic magical girl. I believe in you. Well, I know it's not Kuro's fault, but I think she should be a little more repentant. In a sense, she has the same MG power as Elia. That lets her never doubt herself. Her alignment's chaotic, though. Kuro, that's why you can never be the main character. Hey! This is where you're supposed to say, I must have been so hard for you. But you're still lovely. I worked hard too. You don't you understand that it was only my ironclad self-control that kept the First Lady in check? That's true. Kuro and the First Lady had a very high compatibility. It was only thanks to Kuro's strong mind that she was able to stop the First Lady from assimilating her completely. Right, right. My heart of justice isn't so bad, is it? I like fun things, mischief, my brother, and also being mean to the weak. But I hate sadness more than anything. That was the one thing the First Lady and I couldn't agree on. Yeah, I understand how the First Lady feels. If she possessed me, I wouldn't have thought to hear someone out like that. She acts wicked, but Kuro had the same heart as Ilya. That's why it was Mila and Ilya who saved her, and also Kuro who played with her. Am I imagining it, or is there a gentle look on Miyu's eyes? What? Do you see me in a new light or something? Not at all. I'm going to be billing you for the psychological pain I suffered. Infant style. That just means you want money. You infants are really are excessive with money. That's only Livia and Reem. Miyu has a pure and proper ideas about finances. That's true. She doesn't think for herself. She actually uses it for Ilya mainly. I'm surprised that Miyu is not a servant yet. I really hope that in JP they'll get a Miyu servant. Just saying. They do have the sprite after all. They could, the story sprite. They could go from there and then make the actual servant. Just saying. Just putting my thoughts out there. But I really hope that in JP they get a Miyu servant as well as another version of Enya Shiro from the Fake Khalid movie. Because he was pretty good in that. If anything, he's better than the Bladeworks Shiro and the fake Stay Night Shiro and even Heaven's Feel right now until we get to see the rest of Heaven's Feel. But right now, the most badass Shiro is the fake Khalid one. Just saying. Done making up? Then let's finish this. That's a beautiful jewel. Have the First Lady's jewel now. If I use it for myself, nothing would change, but if I make a world where wishes can congregate instead of a closed world for just one person. I get it. So you just have to use the jewels for someone else's sake, huh? Yes, that's right. You pick this stuff up fast. If you add Nurseries and Medea's jewels and the one from Mashu's, that's the three of them. The magical energy is flowing through them equally, and now we can go back to our own old world. Does that mean we take each other, let me just say this properly. Does that mean we each take a jewel? Ilya uses one for Miyu. Miyu uses one for me. I will use one for Ilya. We all face the other person as they wish they'll be able to go home. Isn't that easy? It seems too easy. Don't think about it too hard. Let's just focus on going home, Miyu. Yeah, if you say so, Ilya. Helena, are you staying here? You're going to take the First Lady's place and serve as the host to the magical girls who come here. Yes, I'll work to be the best I can. I'm sure I can find Medbee and Nursery's echoes as well. Also Medea, if she stopped being depressed and cheer up, she'll be good to have around. Indeed. Then when you say you'll work at something, I know you're going to commit yourself to it your whole life. But this world is unstable. It would probably fall apart eventually. Maybe the end will come someday. And when it does, I'll go to some out of the way world and live in a haunted house with the echoes. That that sounds kind of fun. Good luck. Of course, Master Kuronite. Become a great magical girl, okay? I'm a demi-servant! Priscilla, Matthew, you are very nice people, so I was scared to bring it up, but you've been fighting for your world for a long time now, and risking your life. I could tell from your conversation with Mr. Romani. You have far more important tasks than I do, but you saved me and Kuro and Miyu anyway. That's not something you could do on a whim. Look, Priscilla is smiling like it's a joke again, though. Oh, man. You're suffering more than anyone, but you can still offer help to others. That's a miracle that no magic can create. To be honest, that's how we should do. We always have to help others. Not only the right thing to do, but it makes you feel better, that's for sure. And it's better to make people happy, to be honest. Only someone like that can save the world. Come on, Kuro. You've got something to say too, right? I'm sorry for causing you trouble, Mashu, Priscilla. You guys have it rough, but don't stress out too much. You could be more polite, Kuro. Jeez. Priscilla, I'm really grateful. I can't even imagine what kind of strong will you need to try and save the world. But you did all this for us anyway. I can really feel your warmth. You can still work so hard to fight for others. I'm sure seeing you do that is what saves people. I'm sure that's what gives this world meaning. That's what I think. You're so mature, Miyu. You could probably be a little bit more, selfish. I'll go for this one. No, I'm a powerless child. I can't do anything on my own. I'm useless without Sapphire. I don't care if you're a child or a grown-up. If I was going to take a student, I would choose Miyu. Those two probably can't even make a satisfactory cup of tea. Ah, that's funny. Are you ready, everyone? We'll be going first. Farewell, Helena, Mashu, Rixella. I don't even know how to thank you. Someday, I'll pay you back for this, bowing. That would be impossible, Elia. You can barely handle your own problems. Like what underwear you won't look embarrassing if our brother sees it, or what pudding you have to make for a shake. What? I'm not like you, Kuro. Jeez! You're fine as you are, Elia. We'll meet again someday. You're right, actually. When Elia said I looked like someone from her family, it made me feel so happy it almost hurt. I wish I had a little sister like you, Elia. Mashu. Forming limited dimensional reflection route. Mirror world condor at maximum deployment. Initiating linkage search to normal world. Alright, time to jump. Look at the jewel and envision the coordinates of your original world, okay? Thank you, Helena and Mashu and Rexilla. Take care. Take care to you as well. I mean, that's what I meant to say, right? Take care, Elia. I get really into the story. I end up connecting to the characters like crazy. Sorry about that, guys. But then again, I guess that's my genuine part, I guess. And the healing's complete. Whew. The ley line between us and the reality model has naturally dissipated. Now, there's no way to know that what is happening there. We can assume the danger of interference from the parallel world is gone. So this may be the reason why we don't have another event like this. I think in JP they had something of a promotional thing, but there was nothing else. Maybe just a redo, like a recap of this event. That would suck. Then that means that they have to do something this year. They have to. I just hope they do something good. We'll just see about that. Unless there's any other extraordinary mystic codes like Ruby and Sapphire who forced their way into our world. We'll deal with that when it happens. You're right. We can't just be optimistic and treat this as a learning experience for dealing with why am I struggling with words? Irregularities. Something like that. Whatever. I forgot to say the word. You know, later on I'll end up saying it correctly. It was a valuable experience for me too. We didn't spend as much time there as we did on our other missions, but it felt very long. To be honest, it was a lot longer than I thought. But then again, the summer event was a lot longer than that, so hey. I see. Anyway, I'm glad you're both safe. And I also like this event too. Very good story, to be honest. A lot of weird areas, funny stuff, things like that. But hey, I enjoyed it. And I'll do that recap thing in the end of this. Now that settles. Now that things have settled, I wanted to ask you something. Who is that? Huh? Huh? Kuro. Hmm? Oh, I ended up here. What? Cool. So this is Caldea, huh? It's very modern. A little empty looking though. Why you're here? No wonder we get her. Cool. It's kind of weird that you're just accepting this situation. What's going on here? I'm a little surprised myself. While I was listening to Ritzilla and Mashu, you see, I thought to myself that your missions at Caldea sound kind of fun. So that's why you came here. Well. And when I heard that I lose the chance to peek at what was going on here, I didn't want to miss it. This might be a little trick played by the First Lady. Maybe it was her way of paying me back for the use of my body. Something like that. This is a trick that's gone too far. I can assume you want to become a member of Caldea. Yes, I'd love to. Yes, I do. I'd love to. Okay, this is interesting. Are you a servant now, or a magical girl? Gotta make a list for who you can't be around. No, I just go for this. I don't know. Don't know. At least I don't think I am a heroic spirit. I'm actually not much of a magical girl either. I see. Maybe that's why I was the only one who was summoned. Anyway, I can tell that this facility's magical energy is keeping me alive. Wouldn't that make me a magical girl type servant? Now there's another strange category. I bet Da Vinci would love it, though. He's holding his head with both hands. I thought that only happens in manga. But Kuro, what about Ilya and Miyu and the others? Oh, that! Don't worry about that, Mashu. The other me made it back to my old world with them. Wait, what? There's two? What in the world? That's the one thing I know for sure. Oh, right. In Caldea, Ritzilla is the only mage and master, right? So let me reintroduce myself to my official master. I am Kuro von Eichenburn. I look forward to working with you, master. Man, I butchered that a bit. But you really don't have the aura of a master. How about Ritzilla? Alright. Don't forget to replenish my magical energy. Oh my. No, you can't! No fair! You can't have master all to yourself. Being greedy is the first step towards being a corrupted magical girl. That's not the issue. Oh boy. Looks like Ritzilla just have another headache to deal with. You can say that again. Oh boy. No, there's something. So then, now we have the stuff for certain ascension stuff. Just waiting for this thing to load up. Brand new servant.
なんだかいろいろとお世話になっちゃったみたいね。このままさよならってのも失礼な話だし、借りは返すわよ。うん、きっと役に立つわ。だって姉の方が優秀に決まってるでしょ。
I'm always happy to have another servant, especially if it's another Amiya type. Huh. Very interesting, that's for sure. Let me put her as fave. Because, why not? So she's officially part of my team, but we need to get copies of her and all that stuff. And she's pretty useful, I'll tell you that much. It's gonna be interesting to have her around. I got a lot of work to do, though. I need to level her up as well now. This is gonna be interesting. Ilia's other half materialized in the form of a certain heroic spirit. Emiya. Her appearance and questionable behaviors often cause trouble for those around her. She calls herself Ilia's older sister, but Ilia also claims to be the older one. So it's quite common to see them fighting. To be expected, I guess. That's gonna be a crazy time, but I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, everybody. Alright then. Let's get this little reward that's saying.
カルデアノはかっこいい。マスターさん、それにマシュさんと一緒に行動できて本当に良かったな。イリアさんはマシュさんが大好きなんですね。
This is falsified. Anyway, this one is the one that's cleared.
これちょっといいやつかも。
I think this is a glitch. I hope the company will find this little glitch because it's a problem. It doesn't look right.
これちょっといいやつかも。
Yeah, like I said, they got to fix this. I really hope so because it is a very big concern. But other than that, we're done here. I'll do things on my own on that bit. But before we end the stream, I got one more thing to do. Here's the big moment. We got 2 tickets. And that's it. This might even be my last chance of getting Ilia. Let's see how things go from here. It's the end of the stream, but also my last chance of getting Ilia. Here we go. Will Ilia come back to me in this account? Or will I have to wait for a long time to get her back? Fingers crossed. One down. Alright. One more. Here we go, everybody. Here we go. I did my best. The only hope I have is to get the tickets that's gonna come in the next month. If I could, that is. Well, yeah. I guess that's gonna end it from there, I guess. what a time, I tell ya. But hey, we did our best. And we go back out. I'm gonna let it cool down anyway because it's very hot. May as well let it cool down for now. But thank you for those who come here. It's been quite a journey. But hopefully you enjoyed it. Now, when it comes to the next stream, it might be something different. But it doesn't mean that it might not be a fake Grand Order stream though. Because the next part is coming soon. Don't know when, but it's coming. So look forward to that when it comes out. If it does. If there is another part of this. Because the EX stuff, apparently there might be stories. Never know. Either way, we're gonna deal with that sooner or later. But for now, we'll see how things go. The next stream might most likely be either Honkai or Jurassic World Alive. One of those two games. But until then, guys, I'll see you all later. And hopefully you all have a good time wherever you are. Have a good one, everyone. See ya.